Blaxit family, Blaxit family, Blaxit family. How are you today? I hope you're well. Blaxit is a channel which is dedicated to your exit from the West to the best. And that is back to Africa. We are specialists in relocation and repatriation, and we want you to come back to your nation. That's right. It's all about your mind emancipation, realizing that your home is here in Africa.
Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, if you've been watching my videos for any period of time, then you will know that when I start off my video, I gently immerse you into the subject matter by giving you a bit of preamble. But in today's video, it's going to be slightly different. In today's video, we're going to cut right to the chase and we're going to ask one question. Yeah, just one question. Why? Why is Blaxit selling these pieces of land out at Busura for 800 euros? Yes, that's 750 pounds or around $1,000. Why? I mean, this is a good question to ask, right? I mean, we all know Blaxit. We know for a fact that she is absolutely money hungry, right? We know that if she can sell that pieces of land at 3 times the rate, like she has been at other parts of Busura, Busura 1, 2 and 3, check out the prices that she's been selling them for, from $3,000 all the way up to $5,000 she's been selling them per plot. So why? Why is this Busura ANNEX being sold now at 3 times less than that price? Well, we're going to try and answer these questions today. We're going to try and answer these questions, and I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to try and find some questions that you guys should be asking yourselves. You should definitely be asking these questions to Blaxit if you are at all interested in buying a piece of land down at Busura ANNEX. First, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon, link in the description. I'd also like to invite you to please follow the Oversight channel, the channel that is there to help you to invest on the African continent, both safely and securely. Link also in the description. And we're going to try and tackle these questions right now. First of all, why am I asking this? Hey guys, no need to fret. She actually answers this question for us. In her video, she tells us the exact reason why she is selling these pieces of land out at Busura ANNEX A for £750 or 800 euros or $1,000 a piece. Take a listen to this.
To reality, when Blaxit came to my office, they met me there. We spoke about, and then the prices that I was selling, you said it is high for these people who are coming. So let's be more considerate, not looking at the profit margin of it. We look at what we are doing to help our fellow blacks. Yes. So actually, I felt it, and I feel that there is a need for somebody to sacrifice something and then make people come back home, those who want to come home. And I urge everybody to come home because after all, you are black, you are African.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, she's taken 80% of the price off? Why? Because she wants you to come back home. She's a Pan-Africanist who wants you to come back home. So she asked Mr. Jallo to take the price down because she wants her people to come back home. Guys, you know as well as I do that this woman would never take the price of this land down just because she is a Pan-African. Okay, listen to the video.
That there are 39 plots left here, 11 have just gone, and so I'm urging you, please take this opportunity. I don't know if there's going to be any more in this location because Busura 1 sold out, Busura 2 sold out, Busura 3 sold out, and now we're in the extension, what I've called ANNEX A.
We've sold out the land at Busura Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, so we just thought, let's just cut the price. No, there's something dodgy going on here, definitely, right? If you're selling all your pieces of land, right, at $3,000 a piece, and then you get a new ANNEX and then all of a sudden you're selling it at $1,000 a piece, there is definitely something going on. No one would just cut their prices for absolutely no reason. And let's face it, guys, listen to the way Mr. Jallo speaks about Pan-Africanism and about Blaxit. Take a listen to the way he talks.
There is a need for somebody to sacrifice something and then make people come back home, those who want to come home. And I urge everybody to come home because after all, you are black, you are African.
Zero passion. You can tell in his voice that he's been coached to say those things. You know as well as I do, because there was no feeling, no emotion when he was saying it. It was just like, oh yeah, I spoke to you and, you know, I said, let's just get this price down. I know that a lot of Africans do speak this way. They tend to be very cloak and dagger with their emotions. They don't always wear it on their sleeve, okay? We know this, but for heaven's sakes, guys, you could see clearly that this guy does not give two hoots about Pan-Africanism. So why is he doing this? Why is she doing this? This is the question why we are asking, because there must be a reason. She's not going to take up to 80% off the price for absolutely no reason. So guys, there are three possibilities, three possible reasons why this piece of land is being sold for so cheap, and we're going to go into each three of these possibilities. If you are interested in buying one of these plots of land and you don't want to just spunk away £800, then guys, you really need to listen to this part of this video. So number one, there is something wrong with the land. We all know that you're supposed to buy a piece of land, and when you go and buy a piece of land in Africa, you must always be on site unless you have a very, very trustworthy agent with you who is not able to be paid off by the landowner. Guys, you must always be at that piece of land, or unless you have oversight with you, of course, then you won't need to go there in the first place. You can trust us because no one's going to pay us off. Someone tries to shove 2 or 3 grand in my face, I'll shove it back in theirs. You know me by now. I hate scammers. So what are the things that could be wrong with the land? 1, it could be flooded. Yeah, they could have problems during the heavy rainy season. So some pieces of land actually won't flood. Okay, they will only flood like you will get the floods in the UK. Some parts of the UK you will get floods, but they only happen once every 8 or every 10 years. So you could go there and you could live or buy a house in a particular town and there won't be any floods for 2, 3, 4 or up to 10 years. And then every 10 years, wham, you get hit by the flood of a lifetime. And it happens every 10 years. It's not an annual thing, okay? So that's one thing you must know. If you are buying a plot of land here and you know that this plot of land, no one has ever built anything on this plot of land before, guys, you must be very, very careful. Something else that could be wrong with the land is maybe there is no possibility of a borehole being put into the ground. Okay, she doesn't mention this, of course not. And of course you can always buy a freshwater tank. But guys, that's a big burden, having fresh water being sent to your tank once a month. That is very costly. So infrastructure is something that is critical when you are buying a piece of land. If this piece of land that looks clearly like it's out in the middle of nowhere, if this piece of land is being eyed up for development, guys, there is a good chance that it could cost you up to 5 times that to make sure you get electricity to your house, that you are put on the grid, that you are able to get fresh water, the things that you absolutely need in order to live in a home. This moves us on to number 2. There is something wrong with the location. So guys, like I said, there could be something wrong with flooding that happens every 10 years or so. We don't know. I'm guessing right now. I'm definitely speculating. So what else could be wrong? Maybe the land is just not fit for development. Maybe it is in the middle of nowhere. And it certainly looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't see anything in that video. And she doesn't actually show you anything in that video. Now chances are she could have released the video on a website or on a second YouTube channel, But I doubt if she would do that. And this video just seemed like it was absolutely dodgy for other reasons, which I'm going to tell you a little later on in this video. And number 3, there is something wrong with the legalities. There is something wrong with the paperwork. Guys, we've been through this many times, and many of you who are watching this video right now, you already know and have had problems yourself with legalities when it has come to purchasing land through Blaxit. So you will know that there is a good chance, a good chance that this land is owned not just by Mr. Jallo, by other families as well. We don't know this. You won't know until you get your Arcalo papers. And we all know how long it can take for you to get your Arcalo papers from Blaxit. There are many people now who are still waiting for their Arcalo papers. And the reason why they are waiting is because Blaxit is struggling to get that land cut up into pieces so she can sell them piece by piece. Legally. She probably has already done so already. Illegally or off the books. Whenever the inspector comes round, shove them $200. They'll quickly leave and say, oh, I'll come back in a couple of months. That's the way things work in the Gambia, unfortunately. One thing is for certain, guys, when it comes to legalities, you cannot go through Blaxit, trust the organization and just say, oh, well, you know, Blaxit said this, so yeah, I'm going to trust in Blaxit. Don't ever do that, guys. Don't ever trust Blaxit. Guys, let me tell you one more thing that I found really dodgy about this video. Towards the end of the video, she starts to proclaim.
I'm only going to re-emphasize a small amount of what he said. The developments here are amazing, and I want to feature maybe one of them today on today's program, so you can actually see what people are doing here on the ground in Busura. These are people that have purchased their land and are already developing, and so this is exciting for you to see, exciting for me to see, and also to dispel some of, some unfortunate rumours that have been circulating.
How weird. And then the video cuts off. So she said she's going to show you this development that's already in progress, and then she just cuts off the video. No, you hear nothing, you see nothing. How strange is that? Why would you tell people that you're going to do something and then don't do it? Guys, listen, if you have any interest in this piece of land, all I can say is a piece of land at Busura that is going for an 80% discount sounds too good to be true. And guys, when it comes to doing business on the African continent, if you see a deal that is too good to be true, it normally is. Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.